What's the worst movie you've ever watched?
Oh man, I know it's a movie with Samuel L. Jackson. He is a neighbor, and he gets mad at the other neighbors and like wants to kill them. I gotta look this up. Because I hate that movie.
I have no clue what you're even talking about.
I hate that movie.
When did it come out?
It's like I want to say like 2010 or something like that.
Is it like an indie movie?
No.
Is it a big movie?
I want to say a Lakeview Terrace. You ever heard of that? 2008.
No.
I mean, it was not like a huge movie, but it's not an indie movie. It was just like a regular movie that came out in like 2008.
Who directed
theaters.
it? You shit on this man's career or woman.
It was directed by Neil LaBute.
I have never.
I hated that movie. Worst movie I've ever seen.
Well, tell us about it.
Honestly, I told you it's like, so Samuel L. Jackson is a retired cop or something, I think.
Okay.
And his wife got killed, I think, or something.
Okay.
And basically, he just hates his neighbors and like tries to kill his neighbors. Yeah, it's really not a good
But
movie.
like how?
What do you mean? How
do you try to kill his neighbors?
he just like he breaks in the house and tries to kill him. Like he like scares them a little bit, and they don't know that he's trying to kill them. Like and then he tries to kill him. I hate the movie.
How they stretched that out to like 2 hours?
What a bad job. They did a bad job with it. That's why I hate it. It's not a good movie.
At what moment in the film did you go, I fucking hate this movie?
At the end.
Just at the end when you decided you hated the movie?
It's been a long time since I seen that movie. I don't know. But I know that I hate it.
Okay.
With a passion.
What's another movie you hate with a passion?
I don't. That's the only movie. Really.
Just single this motherfucker out?
Yep, that's the only movie I hate. All the other movies are cool.
All the other movies?
Yeah, they're either cool or I really like it. I don't really hate a lot.
What's a movie that you just thought was so trash and you got so bored and you just quit watching it?
It's a movie with Florence Pugh that was on Netflix. Forgot what it was called. It started off really cool. I thought it would be like a cool movie. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no. It was boring and turned it off. Yeah, I forgot the name. But
cool.
Yeah.
Do you have any tropes that when you just see a movie, you're like, I'm not interested? Like any kind of cliches or whatever?
Not really. I might be weird, but I kind of like tropes, like cliches.
The one I hate every single time is like the body switching one.
Like Freaky Friday?
Yeah. I hate those ones.
I kind of like tropes. Like
I hate them.
I
like anytime I see a movie where they like switch, I'm like, oh Lord.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't know. I like tropes. I don't know. It might be because I'm so familiar with it, so it just feels good because it's like I know what's going to happen, or I know it, so I don't really get mad. But I like tropes. Cool. Any other tropes?
What's your favorite trope?
My favorite trope? Don't know if I have a favorite trope. That's a good question.
You know your least favorite? It's Samuel L. Jackson being a neighbor.
Yeah, I hate that movie. Oh man, it's funny because I knew exactly the movie when you asked me, "What's your worst movie or movie you hate the most?" I know exactly that movie. That's the movie I say all the time.
I don't think I have a movie that I hate.
Yeah, I enjoy movies. That's the only movie that I hate. It's the worst. Don't ever see it.
What if I watched and I actually enjoyed it?
Yeah, it's like not that bad.
I'm just like, bro, what are you talking about?
I'm just a hater.
Yeah. How do you feel about Samuel L. Jackson, huh?
I like Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yeah.
I think everyone's required to like him.
Yeah, he's iconic, legendary.
Hell yeah.
I would want to work with Samuel L. Jackson.
Who doesn't?
I don't know. Might be some weirdo out there. Yeah, I call you a weirdo. Yeah.
I want to work. I would love to work with Samuel
No,
L.
not
Jackson.
you. I said there's might be a weirdo out there that might not
well,
want to
don't look me dead in the eye and go, you.
I'm sorry. I
felt attacked.
I apologize.
I felt assaulted.
Assaulted?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Verbally
assaulted?
It was verbal assault.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. How does it feel? Like, is it hurt? Did you see the fight last night?
No. Why would I don't see shit.
You gotta start watching stuff, man. For the pod.
I'm the trashy anime correspondent.
You're the trashy anime correspondent?
Yeah.
It's funny you have that damn Pokemon. Almost said Pikachu.
Did you not play Pokemon ever as a kid?
Ever, never.
Are you serious?
I didn't even watch Pokemon.
Are you? How the fuck did you avoid that?
I guess growing up in a black family, you don't really have a lot of Pokemon fans. Not
Pretty
from-
sure there are plenty of black people like
not
Pokemon.
from where I'm from, I guess.
Maybe.
Not a lot.
Maybe.
Not a lot of Pokemon fans. I mean, I watched Yu-Gi-Oh though. I watched Yu-Gi-Oh. I had Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
It should have been me, not him.
I don't know what that is from.
You never seen like people take that clip for situations?
No,
That's from fucking Yu-Gi-Oh.
I know, but I don't. It's been so long.
It's from from the English dub. It's funny.
But yeah, I used to have Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I used to love that shit.
I think I still have them.
Power Rangers.
I already know you love
Yes,
Power
sir.
Rangers.
Yes, sir. What else?
I don't know how the fuck you got into Power Rangers, but not Pokemon.
Pokemon. It never really crossed my pathways.
You just like men in tights.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Pokemon never really crossed my earways. Earways.
Your ear waves.
My eye ways.
Your eye waves.
Yeah. Like the eyes. What are the Pokemons? All I know is Pikachu and Charizard.
There's like 900. I'm not listing
Charizard.
them. I'm not listing
Blue
them.
one with Squirtle. I know Squirtle. Yes, sir.
You're a Gen 1er over here. The only ones you've listed are fucking Gen 1.
Oh, there's multiple generations.
Yeah, they're on 9 right now.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, money can just keep coming in, bro.
Yeah. I didn't know that Nintendo owned Pokemon.
They own a third of it.
Okay.
So hold on, let me drink this drink and I'll explain the
Yeah,
situation.
go ahead and
to
drink
you.
it. You're ready to Gatorade.
Now I probably have fucking
Yeah, your
Okay.
lips are red. Teeth.
matches the beard. All right. So the Pokemon company is like a company, and it's owned a third by Nintendo, a third by Game Freak, who's the company that makes the games for the most part, and then the other third is a company called Creatures.
Okay.
Yeah. Even though Nintendo has ownership in Game Freak 2, but if you just look at the names,
Yeah.
it's like it's 3, 3, and 3. A third, and a third.
Yeah. Yep. Nintendo, man, Super Mario Bros. It's funny because we knew that this was going to happen. Like, it would be successful and make $1 billion. Successful and make $1 billion. But it's cool that they're going to make like a franchise out of it. I mean, it's already a franchise, but like a movie franchise, a cinematic universe.
Oh, God.
They're going to make a universe out of it. But I'm excited for that because it'll be cool as fuck watching Smash Bros. As like a movie.
Well, Smash Bros. Has so many I don't think they're going to...
That would be...
What, are they making like... I mean,
Yeah.
Sonic's not in Smash Bros. I don't think.
But
But that would require adapting so much shit.
I mean, you don't have to adapt every... They can like, like Avengers. They don't have to...
Oh, God. I'm just picturing they're doing Avengers-style movie with the fucking
That would be
Smash Bros.
fire.
characters.
That would be fire. That would be fire. A Smash Bros. Movie, that would be fire. I'm sorry. That would... I mean, if you've seen I haven't seen the Mario Brothers movie, but from what I've heard, it's like you're playing the game. Like, it's just like, it's not like a storyline or anything like that. So them adapting Smash Bros. Into a movie, it would be like playing the game. Like, it'll be fun and like fighting and have these different characters. I feel like that'll be fire. I feel like that'd be cool. And it'll be successful. Everybody would want to watch it. Why? What's wrong? Why you don't like it?
I'm just tired of franchises.
Really? Why?
Yes. I'm just burnt out, bro.
Listen,
This has been a decade and a half of franchises.
franchises has been a thing since the beginning of time.
I'm saying like it's more of a like there's more of them now than ever.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like there's just more movies in general now than ever. Like more stuff in general, content in general.
I would say content in general. Apparently, like in the old days of movies, they pumped out I think there's like 600 movies a year.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's more movies per year. I feel like there's less movies that actually get theatrical releases nowadays.
Yeah.
But
I guess, yeah, more content like TV shows, movies, just content in general, YouTube videos.
yeah,
I feel like it's just more of that in general. So there's going to be more franchises. But I'm not mad at franchises.
yeah, in like the 20s, 30s, directors were doing like 5 or 6 movies a year. Like
Yeah.
they were pumping movies out like crazy back in the old days.
Yeah, movies are trash though. I hate older movies. I think we talked about this before.
You hate everything.
I don't.
I know.
It's just a few things. But yeah, I'm not mad at franchises.
You're not mad at anything corporations do. Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Oh god.
right.
Super shill bros.
I am a corporation.
Oh lord. Hello, this is LLC,
LLC.
Twitter incarnated right now, right in front of me. Goddamn.
I mean, are there any franchises you're not mad about? Like, what's a franchise you are mad about? Like, you just hate. Like, why are you become a franchise?
I don't know if the specifics is just the general idea.
Oh, okay. So you want like Super Mario Bros. Just to have one movie and that's it?
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't have an argument here.
Yeah.
I just had deja vu. I feel like we had the same conversation
Yeah, I
before,
have no idea. You have a lot of conversations.
even though they're all on podcasts nowadays. Our text conversation is just be fucking saying shit, and you're like, okay, bet.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. And then I'm just like, how about this idea, this idea, this idea? Sure.
I like it.
Feel like this or this? Yes. It's like, okay, bro. What the fuck? And then the only time we talk is on podcasts, I feel like now.
Yeah, because if we don't, I mean, I feel like we'll be talking, we'll have no conversation on the podcast.
Our life is a podcast now.
Yeah, that's crazy. We turned life into a podcast. That is crazy.
I know, for no views.
No views. One view. The most 45 views. I don't know if it grew.
I just, looking at analytics on YouTube make no sense. Like, you'll start seeing like, oh, in progress. Like, oh, well, I wonder what the fuck we're doing to get this. And then all of a sudden, next video, like none. And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I heard the YouTube algorithm is the worst out of all of them.
Well, I don't know it's worst, but it does a lot of testing. But then you never, if it has to figure out who the fuck is your audience. And that's the problem.
Yeah, I heard you got to be real specific in how you do your content for the algorithm to really work in your favor.
From what I've seen from people talking about it, the quickest way to first get an audience is focusing on search. This is based on like right now how it is, because it changes the problem. Right now it's like focus on searchable topics where there's not much competition for those specific searches. And then it helps you start getting some level of an audience with some level of conversion, and then you try to build off of that. It's just so much work.
Yeah, it's work.
It's a lot of fucking work.
Yeah.
You know, just spend my fucking time editing now. Just editing. You're supposed to be doing thumbnails. I don't know how that's going.
When's the clips supposed to? It's funny, we're breaking the fourth wall. I feel like we always do this.
Yeah, fourth wall. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Monday.
Okay, I got you. It's not gonna be like creative, but it's gonna be good though. Quality. I'm always there with the quality. You know, I don't miss out on the quality. I don't miss out on the quality.
Debatable.
Just watch.
I have to see it first.
Just watch.
Did you finish any of them?
No.
I extended it out just so you'd have time to do a bunch of them.
Yeah.
And you just wasted that whole time.
I just don't have time.
Procrastinator.
Yeah. And I just don't have time. I'm gonna be doing a lot.
Like, outside of work.
I did a video yesterday, 2 of them.
Hey. Like what? What kind of video?
Music videos. Making this cash.
$100 a pop. Woo.
200.
Oh,
come on
shit.
now. And then
Low budget music videos.
and then my family came to visit, so I just been with them a lot past week.
Okay.
So yeah, really
You love doing music videos, don't you?
I don't love it, but it is easy money.
I hate music videos with a passion.
It's really easy money. Like easy money. Just shoot, edit, and it's 200, so I don't have to do a whole lot. Put a lot of effort in it. I put an effort in it because it's just what I do.
Just contradicted yourself.
But I don't put a lot of effort in it because 200, so I don't need to.
This motherfucker.
I got allergies, man. You have to skip to your
You know, I saw a list the other day that apparently Dallas is like the number 2 worst city in the nation for allergies.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That's why how you're dying.
Yeah.
Walking around with a paper towel just to pick your nose in front of everyone.
And I have really bad allergies, like terrible allergies. Hate it.
Skill point issue.
You said what?
Skill point issue.
Skill point issue?
Yeah.
What is that?
Like, you know how in video games you can't do certain things if you don't have certain like stats?
Oh, okay.
It's like that.
Where are you getting your slang from?
Not you.
I know.
Just the internet, bro.
Yeah, the internet. I thought you were on the internet.
YouTube.
Oh, that's your internet. That's your social media.
Yeah, it's the only thing I use now.
Yeah. Yeah, you be paying for YouTube Red.
No one uses YouTube Red's not a thing anymore.
YouTube, what is it? YouTube Plus
Premium.
Premium.
It's just YouTube, but with no ads. It's great.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Then you can also like lock your phone and play in the background.
I guess
It's great.
you can do that now.
Okay.
I do that by.
Do you use one of those third party ones?
No, you know how now iPhones you can like for certain YouTube videos you can use other apps and it'll play like as a mini player. You play as a mini player, then you close it, and then you're able to.
Oh, so you figured out a little bug. Well, yeah, okay. Of course you would.
A bug. I mean, I just figured it out randomly because I do that a lot. Like I'll look at a YouTube video and then I'll go on Twitter or something, and then I just close it.
That reminds me of like back in the day when I had an Android. On Pandora, for some reason, for the Android version of it, if you just switch stations, it would and switch back, it would skip to a new song, but it wouldn't count as a skip against you.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So you had unlimited skips if you just changed stations and changed right back.
Wow. Look at you.
Hell yeah.
Figuring out all the bugs.
I miss Android, honestly.
I feel like everybody's first phone was an Android.
I miss Android, honestly.
Why?
Because I liked it.
Really?
Yeah.
I love iPhones way much more.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been wanting to just get an Android phone just so every now and then I can just switch back and forth.
Between iPhone and Android?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I want a Pixel.
Yeah. Well, why? What's like?
Just because. I just like them.
Yeah. My dad has a cool Android that flips out and it's like a full screen.
Is it like the big one?
Yeah.
Is it like flip out horizontal?
Yes.
It has it's the Samsung's Flip 4, I think is what it is.
Something like that. I mean,
Because
it's
they
cool.
have another one that's like a vertical one.
Yeah, my mom has the vertical one. It looks like a razor or something.
Yeah.
Mom has that one, and then my dad has the other one.
Damn, those things are expensive as shit.
Really?
Like the horizontal one?
Yeah.
It's like $1,800.
Oh. I mean, how much is the iPhones? I feel like iPhones are expensive too.
The Pro is probably like the big Pro, I think is like $1,200-$1,300.
Yeah, that's hella expensive. I still got the 11.
I have a 13
something.
Pro right now.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not.
when my 10R died, and I was just like, okay.
Yeah, I'm not upgrading.
I just wanted to have like the ability to do like the 3D scans with it in case I ever needed it.
Just in case.
Well, I mean, it's useful for trying to do different visual effects.
Yeah.
You just take a 3D scan of it, and boom, you got a fucking 3D model of whatever you scanned.
Yeah. Speaking of 3D models, have you been keeping up with any of these AI tools?
Not really.
Apparently, there's a AI tool, text to 3D model or text to 3D world, so you can like enter in what you want, like create me a world where there's trees, whatever, and it'll create you a whole 3D environment. It's pretty crazy. I think it's still in beta. I don't think it's been released yet.
That sounds like it needs a lot more work
I mean, they did
than say like a chatbot.
demos. I mean, there's a lot of AI tools. There's text to images. It can create an image for you. I know you've seen some of those.
Yeah, like Stable Diffusion.
Yeah. But yeah, it's getting pretty crazy out here.
Yeah, we're being replaced, as I've said many thousand times.
Replaced? I still don't know about replaced.
Yeah, creatives are being replaced.
Creatives are not going to be replaced. I don't think they're going to be replaced.
Mr. Corporation.
It's funny.
Once the AIs are consistent and good enough, they're using those and not us.
But I guess
Because
what I'm trying
they're
to
not
say,
temperamental
I guess what I'm trying
and they
to say,
save you money.
I guess what I'm trying to say for certain AI or creative or creative like photos or music, for certain some of those, you still need a creative behind it. Like you can't just go to, there's not just an AI robot that will just do everything for you. You still need someone that's able to like
Give it 5 years.
for the AI. Even in 5 years, I don't think you still
Just think
need
how quickly it's advanced over the last 6 months to a year.
Yeah, but with creativity, you still need like a curator. Like you still need somebody
Yeah, the executives already think they're that. So
And that should be trash. Like you really think that an executive will
Yes.
know what? No, they will hire like someone like a AR
here's
or
the
somebody.
thing: as long as they make enough profit off of it, because they're going to be saving money on expenses. Yes.
I think I said for music, I think what really is going to happen is going to be like, you know how artists like Drake like hire ghostwriters. So they will hire a ghostwriter, and the ghostwriter would do all the music for him. Like
No, once the AI has a good enough voice, he doesn't have to do anything. He just says, "I like this one,"
that's what I'm saying.
and it's just going to be whatever the AI also does in the performance. They're just going to release that.
No, the AI can't do the performance. The person has to do the performance, and then the AI replicates that performance with the Drake voice. The AI is not doing everything itself. So, like for example, like Quinn Miller would make a song, like a demo, and then they will use Drake's AI model to put Drake's voice on Quinn Miller's voice. So the cadence and everything will be Quinn Miller, but the voice will be Drake. And Drake would be like, "I'll pay you to do everything. Now I'm up here in Ibiza or whatever, and I'm just like,
What the fuck is Ibiza?
I think it's like a country somewhere. I don't know." But
American skill and geography.
but yeah, he would
Our
just
school system failed us.
somewhere. It's somewhere. A
American
place.
fucking arrogance. We're like, I don't give a fuck where any other country is. Can we bomb it?
Whoa. Okay. You just
That's
look at
America for you. It's like as long as we can bomb it,
I
we
guess,
don't care.
I guess.
Take all its resources.
I've never once thought about bombing a country.
That's what America does.
Yeah.
We're pretty we're effective at it, I guess.
I guess. Yeah. I don't know.
Why do you think the world currency is ours?
Not for long. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. But continue, Mr. Finance.
Mr. Finance,
Senior CEO,
CEO.
Senior CEO.
But yeah, all Drake has to do is just approve it and then like release it. That's fire. If I'm an artist like Drake or Rihanna, for example, I don't have to go into the studio at all. I don't have to go to a studio at all. I can just get Tim's to do a song for me and just put my voice on it. Hey, I'll pay you, and now I can focus on my other business. I feel like that's really where it would go. Because so like you think an executive at
Yes.
at a
I don't even know your question.
so like executive at a music place will put their own Drake song out, and then Drake is not going to say anything about it. Like he's just gonna be like, okay, I can't do anything about it, whatever.
If they keep doing it, yeah, and it works. Here's the thing: if it works, they'll just keep doing it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Drake will approve it, but if he doesn't,
Dog, people can't stop listening to R. Kelly. You think people are going to care if it's AI Drake if it's fire?
yes,
They're going to keep listening to AI Drake if it's fire.
I think people are listening now because it's like, oh, it's AI, it's crazy.
But when it does, it sounds exactly like Drake, and it's same quality.
But if Drake doesn't like it and say, hey, this is AI, don't listen to this,
Here's the thing: people be like, "Oh, it's AI," and Drake doesn't like it, but hey, this song slaps.
okay.
That's what's gonna happen.
It'll probably last for what a year or two. Like it's gonna get old. People are not
It's gonna keep doing it.
I don't think so. I think there's other things AI is going to take over for sure. Creativity, it's going to be a while before that happens. Like it's just all AI.
Yes,
Yeah, it's going to be a minute before that happens.
it's gonna happen
I don't see a world where
happen.
I don't see a world where that really happens.
with mega corporations. Yes,
I think corporations will do it, but it's like that's just not going to last. Like
no, it's gonna last forever.
it's not going to last.
It's gonna last forever till the human species dies out.
It's not going to
And all
last.
that's left is robots.
It's not going to
recreating
last.
fucking Take Care for the 16th time.
Exactly. People are not going to want that shit.
I want Take Care again.
Yeah, not for the 16th time.
Speak for yourself.
And not for AI, not by AI.
I want to be sad.
And not by AI.
I want to listen to Marvin's Room while the fucking robot cries.
You want to listen to Marvin's Room by Robot?
Yeah.
See, that's why you're saying it, because you want to. You're approving of this. Yeah, that's just not gonna last, bro. It's popular now because people are like, "Crow, this is crazy. Oh my gosh, it's great AI." That's just gonna get old.
I'm telling you, corporations, once it becomes cheaper to have that and it produces a similar level of profit, if not more than they make now, they will switch to it.
I think that corporations will.
They don't care about what we think. They care about the bottom dollar.
I think.
And if the bottom dollar shows it makes just as much money profit-wise, because one, you don't have to deal with the expenses of recording the music. You don't have to worry about paying anyone anymore because it's an in-house artificial intelligence program that makes it. Then on top of that, you don't have to deal with whenever like artists go out and do press, different appearances with different type of artists. Like, well, a lot of times they'll talk about how a lot of corporations prefer male artists is because with female artists they have to spend so much money on makeup, clothing, that type of stuff. You don't have to worry about that with AI.
I think people are confusing what AI is. AI can't do any of that.
Here's the thing. They're just going to come fucking pump out an unlimited amount of AI. Fucking music.
What does that mean? So
we're not going to have what's going to happen is essentially all the music that's going to be put out by the big corporations is just going to be AI stuff.
Wait, what does that mean?
I haven't finished.
What does that mean? What is AI stuff?
Where it's generated by AI.
AI can't generate music.
It will.
How? How would it? It needs a.
It will. Because all it has to do is fucking machine learning on how music is structured, and it will get to a point where it can produce that.
Listen.
In 10 years, I bet that fucking happens where an AI, there's going to be, someone's going to build a fucking program to generate fucking music.
I think in 10 years, this
on
whole
artificial
landscape,
language, you're like, I want a Drake sounding song with someone like a Rihanna type voice on it, and it's going to produce that perfectly.
I think in 10 years, this whole landscape of the society is going to be way different to where we're not even going to have to worry about that anymore, about if AI is going to replace us. By the time
because it has at that point.
No, by the time that the whole society will be changed.
So you think AI is just a fad?
I think AI will have let's take over parts of the world that are different.
Like
creativity. I think for example, certain jobs.
Illustrators are fucking getting replaced already.
Okay, but that's
illustrators being replaced.
That's not that's creativity, but that's not like
that's a whole fucking skill set that takes years to build.
It's a skill
and it's
set.
Replaced like that because of artificial intelligence.
It's a skill set, but it's not like a painter, like a Picasso creating a painting or like a Drake creating a song. It's not like that. It's like me.
Oh, so Drake's Picasso.
It's like me getting a skill of painting and then painting what someone wants me to paint. It's like me doing a.
You know that's what Picasso did.
But Picasso,
that's how those artists made money back in the day.
But it was like, it's confusing. It's confusing. It's like so certain jobs and skills that we don't want to do, AI is going to take that over for sure. Like data entry or like customer service. That shit's going to be replaced almost immediately when corporations start incorporating AI into the business. Jobs like that is going to be replaced kind of immediately. Creativity is going to be much more difficult to do that. It's not going to just be like.
I think you overestimate it as creatives.
I think you're overestimating AI.
I don't think I am.
I think AI is very powerful, and AI definitely has certain things that it's going to be able to do creativity wise. It's not going to replace creatives. It's not going to replace creatives.
Dog, they're already replacing illustrators and photographers. So many fucking photography competitions have been won by AI generated images, where literally there was a big photographer in Germany who submitted a photo, won this competition, and then was like, hey, by the way, this is our AI.
I guess what I'm trying to say, creatives or people that consume creativity are not going to go for that. I think a person made a point.
If you can't tell the difference,
yeah,
people aren't going to give a shit.
Because
You think people care about artists so much? They don't. There's a reason there's a thing called starving artists.
We're in infant stages of AI. People are it's a craze right now. Like we're in infant stages. Once it gets like people get used to it, people are not going to fuck with AI.
You overestimate people is my point.
I think
people, as long as it gets to a similar quality, they don't give a shit. They will take whatever they can
give me an example of this happening in the whole.
I just gave you a whole fucking shit with illustrators.
No, they said they don't know if it was AI. I'm saying we will get to a point to where
if you can't tell the difference, you're gonna be there. It doesn't fucking matter if they can't tell the difference
because it's still a baby infant. You can't be like.
Here's the thing: they can fucking do your artwork in whatever style it wants. Someone's fucking inputs into one of these programs.
Okay. So you're saying there's going to be a company that's going to do AI creativity for music and for
So say
movies.
you're an artist and you want an album cover. Instead of fucking paying someone, you'll just fucking type in whatever artist you would want to do your fucking album art, and you have whatever idea you have for them to illustrate. You type that into an AI program and it generates it.
See, that's not to me. That's not replacing creatives. That's getting creatives more tools to.
That's
create.
another example of what I'm talking about of why corporations are going to go to it. So instead of going to a specific artist, like one of my favorite illustrators is Suishida, who's a manga artist. I've seen a bunch of like album covers he's done, all fire. You could be like, instead of going to him and paying whatever his rate is, you just use one of these programs and boom, there you go, done. You didn't have to pay all that money.
Yeah, but
and then how is he now going to make that money? He just lost a huge like a source of income.
So like
if the corporations can get away with whatever, I don't know what rates are for illustrators for like album cover. Let's just say it's $5,000. Now they're saving that $5,000 because they're not having to pay an artist, and that those artists are no longer getting those jobs anymore.
See, this is a good debate because I forgot what podcast I listened to, but for example, music. Let's say there's an AI program that you can have a drum pattern for. You don't have to pay a drummer to do drum patterns, but you're like a guitarist or you're a singer. That's just giving you a tool to create more work, to create more things. It's not replacing the creative. You're just having more tools, like replacing programmers. ChatGPT does a great job at like helping, basically being a tool for programmers. You can ask it to write a program about this, about that, but there's still nuances in programming that you need a human to like put together.
Once it has a big enough data set, it can get to where it can do it itself.
But you're talking about like you're talking about to a point.
It's just exponential.
Wait, listen, you're talking about to a point to where it doesn't matter at that point. Like at that point, society will be living. We'll be out in the beaches because the robot AI will do everything for us.
No, I have a much more cynical view on it. What's going to happen is we'll all be broke as shit. Because there's no fucking jobs anymore.
No, but
the people that own the who have the money from the corporations are the ones who gain the benefit.
You know, there's like,
and then it gets to a point where the only way we can get something is by fucking starting a war, and then we get killed by robots.
I looked at a video about this. Everybody's not gonna be broke. We're gonna have a monthly income for everybody.
That's the hope. But guess what?
Okay, we can talk about all types of stuff.
If you want to get into U.S. politics,
we can talk about.
We are a corporate state, motherfucker.
We could talk about all the negatives that could happen, all the positives that could happen. At that point, we're not going to be worried about us being replaced.
Because you better hope for universal basic income, but I don't know if it's going to be happening in this country.
I think like Elon Musk or whatever have a company that does AI for it. I don't think they'll care if we have a universal
Elon's
basic
income. Fucking the Christ figure.
No, I'm saying I don't care like if these corporations will care that we have income. Like someone that owns a company, they're not going to give a fuck that we have universal basic income. It's not going to be like,
if it comes out of their tax dollars, yeah.
They're going to be trillionaires by then. They're going to be quadruplionaires.
You act like these motherfuckers don't have that type of ego where they want to be richer than the other guy next to them.
They're going to be richer than everybody.
There's always one person over them, so they got to catch up and pass them.
Yeah, but they're
not
going to care
why
that
do you
we
think
have...
Bezos fucking started a rocket company? It's because Elon did.
We literally had a pandemic check that came $1,200. No, there was no trillionaires that was like, don't do this, or
yeah, there are plenty of them.
There were.
They were talking about hyperinflation, which we kind of got.
Yeah, but at that point, all shit like that is not going to matter.
There are plenty of people being like, "This is a shitty idea. You shouldn't do this."
Yeah, because
the entire Republican Party basically did that.
Yeah, because of hyperinflation, all that. But at that point where AI were going to replace us to all the jobs, we're not going to give a fuck. Like we're not going to care about that.
Yeah, you're not going to give a fuck when you're hungry. That's when you're going to give a fuck.
I think you're thinking.
And that's what's going to happen.
Society is going to be totally different when AI gets to a point where it can replace us for certain jobs, like for
the United States of Amazon.
I think none of that shit's gonna matter. I think this whole society is just.
That's because you're optimistic.
I'm not optimistic. It's just like you think people really care about this stuff. Because, yes, but they only do because AI is not doing the jobs for them. Because we have to.
The last thing AI is going to take is actually physical labor.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Because the robots, they only act on direct certain ways of movement. They're not good at adapting. That's why the robots, they have to build around like if you ever watched the Boston Dynamics, they program those specific motions in them. The only thing they have that's outside of that is when they get knocked over and they can only get back up. That's about it.
ChatGPT is good at, I forgot what it's called, but basically it's good at knowing their surroundings and knowing what to do. OpenAI has put money into this Zian company, robot company, So they're trying to put ChatGPT into an actual physical robot. So that's going to happen.
Well, what I'm saying is like all the things that we take for granted about being able to perceive what's around us and how to like move in the most optimal way to do it.
That's what I'm saying.
They don't. That's going to be something that's going to take longer. For
That's what I'm saying.
the robots to be able to do.
ChatGPT is good at that. Like the ChatGPT 4, the new version it's been released for.
You sure it's not one of their other things? Because ChatGPT is just a chatbot.
It's not just a chatbot. ChatGPT is good at reasoning. It's good at they saying it's a spark of AGI, a spark of generic artificial intelligence.
I wish someone would have thought, do we actually want this before going down this road?
I do. I don't give a fuck. I want AI to take all our jobs. So all we have to do is just do whatever the fuck we want to do. Have universal basic income, and I can just like write stories. I can write whatever.
And no one's gonna watch them.
I don't give a
listen
fuck.
To them
I don't care
because
the only reason
people gonna watch them are bots on the internet.
only reason that I would want someone to like really listen to or really like invest in me is so I can be rich, do whatever, and live on a beach and whatever. And
You wouldn't be rich. We all be poor,
I don't think
except for the owners of the mega corporations.
I think currency. I think all that shit will be totally different. I don't think it's going to be rich or poor anymore. I think all that shit's going to be totally different.
He'll be rich or poor.
I think it'll be totally different.
It's gonna be a couple rich and everyone poor.
You should look at the video. It's talking about I forgot what the word is, but basically when AGI becomes a thing and it's going to be more intelligent than the average human, there's going to be a whole shift and change in society in the world. And they talk about how it's going to change the currency, how it's going to change like government. It's going to be.
Lord, you're watching a video from those people that think the fucking general artificial intelligence is going to be like the fucking Christ figure.
No.
Oh Lord.
No. These person has like PhDs.
What pretty huge dicks?
In computer science. It's funny because he's such a nerd. Like he does this video in PowerPoint and he talks about it like he's doing a presentation. I enjoy those. It's cool. And he gives a lot of facts about stuff, and a lot of predictions that he thinks is going to happen.
Predictions aren't facts.
Huh?
Predictions aren't facts.
I didn't say that word. I said he has a lot of facts about stuff, and he also gives predictions
Like
about like when AGI
about facts.
when AGI is going to become a thing. Facts about like what's the landscape of AI now. So like what AI really can do now, what ChatGPT 4 can do, and the possibilities that it can happen. All that's pretty cool. Basically, ChatGPT 4 can also learn from itself. Like it's starting to become Google released
and you wonder why I said they'll replace us so quickly. Creative is because it learns from itself after a certain point, which then causes exponential growth.
I think I agree with you that AI will definitely have the ability to do creative stuff. I'm not disagreeing with you there.
And then we'll replace.
I'm talking about
because corporations will be like, "Hey, more money."
I'm talking about that. I don't think consumers. I don't think consumers are gonna fuck with being. I don't think consumers are gonna be.
There will be some initial resistance, but then it'll get to the point where this slaps. Most of these people don't even know who any of these artists are that they listen to on pop stations.
I think people
people don't have time to give a shit.
I think people are gonna like AI music. That's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna be everything.
People aren't gonna be able to tell a difference because people won't care because they don't even pay attention to who the current artists are.
We're gonna have to
They'll just hear a song and be like, "Oh, I like this song," but they don't know who the fuck the artist is.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree. We're gonna have to agree to disagree because I have a totally different experience with people that listen to music. I don't think people are like, "I like this song. I don't care who it is. I'm
talking about not the people that you're around. I'm talking about there are so many people out there that don't have time, don't care. They have other priorities than paying attention to what's going on in the current music landscape.
Yeah.
They just get fed whatever song they hear at whatever point, and they'll be like, I like this or I don't like this. They don't think about the artist whatsoever.
I agree.
It's about the individual song at that point.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to happen is there's going to be so much of that pumped out where it's going to get so many spins because those people are passively intaking it. What you're talking about are people who are active in their consumption.
What do you think?
Creative.
Where do you think music corporations get their money from? They don't get it from.
No, they get it from those people.
They don't get it from radio play.
Why do you think there's? I'm not talking about radio play.
What are you talking about then?
That's how the fucking streaming services deal with. Like on the playlist, do you know how if you dig into? Do you know how many of those are just fucking generated shit already?
Do you think a lot of money is generated from
much music? Yes, that's where a lot of that is.
A lot of it is from merch. A lot of it is from.
I'm not even talking about that. what I didn't get to talk about earlier is what's gonna happen is it's gonna be big corporations pumping out that shit, and then you're gonna have the people who actually care, who pay attention to very specific artists, and then what's gonna be all the money at that point is live performance because that's real.
So there's not replacing artists. It's not
On a
replacing
big
creatives.
scale, it is.
It's not. It's having a new thing being introduced.
Okay,
into
I'm not
the
using
environment.
replace like 100%, but I'm saying on an industry level when it comes to the corporate, like the music industry, Universal Music, Sony, Warner Brothers, that is going to be replaced fully with artificial intelligence based music, created music. What's going to be on a personal level is going to be the artists that are grandfathered in from now and what's going to happen over the next few years and from the past. Those people are going to be grandfathered in. New artists are going to have to go the indie route and trying to build direct to consumer relations with their fans.
I don't agree. At all, really.
That's because you're so optimistic about corporations.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying I don't see a world. I see a world where realistically, what I see is going to be artists like Drake or Rihanna, or an artist where a company might make an AI artist, kind of how they did already, but you still need a creative behind that.
right now.
But I don't see.
But once it keeps learning from itself, like we just discussed, it's going to get exponentially better at it to the point where it can do it itself. There's literally a thing called music theory where it's literally breaking down music into different components to its simplest base to understand how it's made.
So
You don't think artificial intelligence can figure that out and make a good song?
I think it can make a good song, maybe.
But here's the
I
thing:
think-
is what percentage of songs can a individual person output versus an artificial intelligence once it gets to that point?
Yeah, I agree with that.
And what they're going to care about corporation wise is volume.
I agree with that, but also you still need someone behind all that to curate it.
But guess what? At that point, it's going to be based on which executives have the best taste. It's going to become an executive based decision making of like, okay, we have these 30,000 songs produced by AI because we don't want to pay our artists anymore. And these are the ones that we're going to focus on. That's what's going to happen.
Did you know that like UMG, I think.
For now, I know what you're talking about. For now,
I don't think there's
all it
going to
takes
be
is
a
one
world.
of them going into it, whether it be Sony or whether it be Warner Brothers.
I don't think there's going to be a world where you're going to look at a Warner Brothers or whatever, and you're going to see a list of artists, and most of it's going to be AI. I don't see a world where that happens.
It's gonna happen.
I don't see a world where that happens.
It's gonna happen, bro. I'm telling you.
I don't think it's going to happen.
It's gonna happen.
I don't think that's going to
My
happen.
gut instinct's pretty good. My gut instinct says that.
Okay, give me an example of your gut instinct. Right.
My entire life.
Okay, I can't argue with that, I guess.
Yeah. Everything that's gone wrong.
Yeah, we can't get off because we're just gonna have to agree to disagree.
But it's not a satisfying ending. You're supposed to agree with me.
I'm not gonna agree with that.
You're so optimistic.
It's not optimism.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
You're so optimistic.
I think that there's a world where AI is gonna be able to make creative stuff. I'm not disagreeing with you there.
And then what I'm saying is the corporations will use that. That's going to be their priority because it's going to be cheaper for them to produce
that
to
makes
make a
sense.
similar fucking profit.
Logically, that makes sense. Speaking from a company,
I'm thinking from a corporation's perspective, and that's what's going to happen because that's how our country even fucking runs.
I agree, but then I don't think people are gonna fuck with it. You think people? I feel people are gonna fuck with it.
I'm saying that, as I've said, a majority of people that consume music are passive. They don't pay attention. They don't care about the artist whatsoever.
Where do you get this information from?
I'm telling you, based on
what? Give me what this is based off of.
If you surveyed everyone that's around you, not just your circle where the people that you talk to, the people you hang with are all people that they care about whatever music that came out during their time.
Yeah.
So if they've done plenty of statistical research on, like, granted it's survey based with people in different age groups on how much they pay.
What survey is this from?
I don't fucking remember. I don't have it prepared in front of me to start going through.
I'm just asking where are you getting this. You're acting like this is a fact. I'm just asking where is this information coming from? Where is the information that you're saying that majority of people don't care about artists?
What I'm trying to say is people care about the music that was popular at the time of whenever they were teenagers into the early 20s. Once they get into the 30s, most people only listen to that stuff, and anything else they listen to, it's in a passive way because they don't pay attention to it. I can tell you based on what I've seen with my older siblings who are 10 and 14 years older than me.
Okay.
I've seen it with the people around them. That whole generation, once you get to a certain point, you stop paying attention to what's new.
And what if I have...
That's why people talk about how once you get to a certain age, people get so close-minded to new ideas. Is because once you get to a certain point, you get focused on what's important to me. It's not whatever's popular right now. It's not the trends right now. What's important to you is you're, at that point, usually for most part, it's you just focus on your family.
Okay, what if I have contradicting
And I just gotta
evidence?
work.
What if I have contradicting evidence?
What's your contradicting evidence?
People that I have older siblings as well that's older than me, 10, 14 years older than me as well, that also listen to music that's released today that they like the artist.
But again, if you want to go into logical reasoning, that is just based on that
And
sample
I can
set.
say the same thing about you.
I'm also talking about, I have seen studies. Do I remember them verbatim, exactly where it was and what everything that from it? What I remember from certain things that I've read survey-wise, where they've done different research on this, I'm pretty sure it was a college-based thing, was when they surveyed large groups and then broke them up based on demographics of age. After you hit like 30, 35 and up, those people stop paying attention to what is current. They focus on whatever was popular when they were the age where they actually paid attention to things.
I guess I'm not gonna just say
You can maybe argue that our generation and younger might pay attention longer because that's just what we're used to.
And I can also argue surveys can be not reliable.
Of course, but I've seen this multiple times, different percentages.
I
But
guess.
because here's the thing: is someone who's 55, do you think they pay attention to what this new music's out?
I don't know. I'm just not gonna be like, yeah, I don't know. I can see a world where 55-year-olds do pay attention to that.
What they'll pay attention to is whatever their kids or grandkids might bring to them.
I guess
They're not actively looking out for the new future project.
I guess. I'm not gonna say that there's just not 55-year-olds that are not Future fans. Like I'm just not gonna.
I'm sure they exist, but what I'm saying is if you're just basing it off whatever the current popular music is,
Yeah, but at that point, where a lot of these music companies or artists, they're not making their money from 55-year-olds that don't know their music or don't care about the music. They might listen to it on a radio or a playlist, but they're not going to buy their album. They're going to spend money on it.
those songs that get there because they hit all the age groups, the ones that become the biggest hits, require hitting those people too.
I think I can see a world where there can be an AI artist that gets a poppin' song. I can see that being a thing.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's going to be something that's going to last long. I think it's going to be like a artist now that has a one-hit wonder. Or
Dog, all our food is fake.
what does that have to do with anything?
I'm saying people don't care as long as it slaps. McDonald's is the highest selling restaurant in the world.
Yeah.
And that meat is fake as shit. I have seen what the McRib looks like frozen. You don't want to see it.
And you're saying all this, I guess, picking from a point where you think that AI music is going to slap.
Yes. Eventually it'll get to the point where it slaps.
I think so. Right now, there's AI songs that are slapping, but there's an actual artist that is making that song. Like they're doing everything with a song.
I'm not talking about what's right now. I'm projecting out 10 years from now.
Yeah, and I don't see a world where if that happens, the whole society everything is going to be different.
Yeah, that's my point.
No,
Is at that point, that's just what's normal.
I don't think so. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Because if you go find a new artist on a Spotify playlist right now, you don't really know if they're real or not if you've never seen them before or seen their name before. If it's a new artist all of a sudden, you don't know if they're real or an AI.
Yeah,
But if you like the song, you'll listen to the song.
Yeah.
You might save it to your library. You might need to see more songs by them and be like, I like this artist. What would happen 5 years later when you find out they're an AI? Would you be just like, I'm not listening to them anymore, they're an AI?
No, but
But you'll be like, no, I like these songs.
I'm not giving them.
That's what's gonna
but
happen.
I'm not giving them money. The artists are not making
You're
money
paying
from
Spotify, and Spotify, that money goes to the company that fucking owns the AI.
artists are not making money from streams.
Here's the thing.
Yes.
AI won't cost the corporations more. It's
but
cheaper.
it's not making them.
They're not having to pay royalties.
Okay, we can stop this whole.
No. We're gonna keep going. We got some more time still left on this recording.
Okay, this is what
you wanted to talk
This
about.
whole podcast is about AI.
Yeah, that's what you wanted to talk about anyways. But no, here's what I'm saying is you don't have to pay an AI royalties. So you save money. There's no publishing deal you really have to worry about. If it generates the top line, which is the lyrics, if it generates the bottom line, which is the music, you don't have to worry about royalties. The only thing at that point we have to worry about is how is the copyright laws going to work at that point? What I assume is probably going to happen is if a corporation owns the AI that generated the music, I'm sure that most likely the courts will go, oh, then technically I think the corporation should own it. That's probably what's going to happen. I forget where I was going with that, but I don't know. But no, what I'm saying is it's going to be cheaper to generate AI music.
Yes.
Because you don't have to worry about publishing rights. You don't have to worry about fucking royalties. None of that.
Yeah.
It's just whatever your initial cost was to build this AI and maintain it. That's the only cost, and that's spread across your entire corporation, across all your artists.
Yep.
So whatever tiny bit of money you get from the streaming service, that's not being divided up so fucking much. And guess what? Fucking all the companies also own interest.
You know,
in the streaming services.
like last year there was an AI artist.
That had more to do with because it was a fucking robot saying the N-word.
I mean, have you listened
And
to
the people that no, I don't care.
I,
I don't listen to what comes out now, anyways.
okay,
That's my point.
sure, but I don't think people are going to care about AI.
What I'm saying-
artist.
What I'm saying is they're going to care about if they like a song or not. And as long as they like the song and they keep playing it, that's what matters.
Yeah, and to a point where you have to invest in the artist that you like. They're not going to buy records.
They'll just use AI to generate some different shit.
Different shit. We mean
People don't buy records now unless they're buying like a vinyl for an artist they like. If they
Okay,
like this
people are not gonna
AI
buy-
artist, if they like this art, like AI generated artist, they like their music enough to where they want to buy a vinyl. They still don't know if it's an AI or not.
people.
They could just pay another AI that generates all their cover art, like all their artwork. It's going to generate that. Boom, sell out that vinyl. That's money.
People are not going to.
You could generate your merch AI.
So I could see a world where a music company, whatever, makes an AI and it gets popular and people are like, oh, this is AI or this is not an AI, blah, blah, blah. And it gets like trendy. And
I'm
not
just
trendy, but it trends and people are looking at it and like they look at the music. It's just going to die out. It's not going to be a thing that lasts forever.
Dog, I'm fucking... You don't have to say if it's AI or not. There's been a large marketing trend over the last fucking decade where the artist doesn't show their fucking face.
Yeah, but give me one artist that has lasted.
Her?
What do you mean her? Her shows her
Now
face?
she's showing her face. But
Yeah,
her fucking
exactly.
first 5 years,
Exactly.
she could have kept doing it.
No, she couldn't have.
I think she could have done it.
Even now, she's really not that big. Like, there's like I can name artists that has done that. So like, for example, Party Next Door has done
Didn't
that
show his face first 2 albums. Once he showed his face, the music started going downhill.
or whatever. The Weeknd that did that.
That worked out.
No, it worked out once he started being a pop star
Yeah, because he started making pop music.
and he started being
that shit slapped.
and he started touring. He started just being a big figure. You need people. Okay, so AI artists can make a song. It can be mysterious. Oh, it's AI. I don't know, but eventually you're going to have to. You have to grow. You
I
can't.
don't know if you keep making slaps like the Weeknd did. I think he could have kept hiding his face.
I don't think so.
I think he could have.
I don't think so. I think people would want to see him. I think people would want to go to a concert. People would want to. You have to. That's why creativity. That's why I love creativity because that's why I don't think AI is going to take over creativity.
I think it will.
I don't think so
We're all
because
fucked.
because I think humans have a emotional attachment to creativity, like to a person's soul or whatever creative that AI just doesn't have.
You're talking about that woo woo shit.
That AI just doesn't have. I just don't think in a world, I can see a world where a company attempts to do this. I can see a world where a song might be trendy, it might hit the charts, and people are going to go crazy because it's like AI made it to the top 100.
Yeah, people are going to make a big deal out of it. But if
Yes.
it keeps happening, then it becomes normalized and people don't give a shit after a certain point.
No,
Then it'll become like, oh, the cool thing is, oh, this artist is actually real.
I don't. I think it's
That will become a thing at some point.
I don't
Hey, what
think-
happens when your chat GPT robot starts going out there and it actually looks like a human?
Yeah, by that time we're gonna be in fucking Mars. We're gonna be in fucking Mars by that time. We're gonna invent the cure of cancer. Like, what are you talking about?
That's never happening.
I get they're already saying
they're never curing cancer.
they're already saying like ChatGPT has the ability because ChatGPT has,
I think we've had the ability to cure cancer. It just doesn't make enough money.
I'm saying by the time ChatGPT has a
That's my
humanoid,
conspiracy.
by the time ChatGPT has a humanoid robot that looks just like a human that we can't detect if it's human or not, by that time we're going to be in Mars. By that time we're going to have spaceships that we're going to be in time travel.
You assume that we have enough population by that point.
I'm just saying, like, by that time you're speaking of stuff where that shit won't even matter anymore. Like, I'm just saying, in a realistic world now, AI music, it's not going to replace
Yeah, where we're
artists
at right now.
in realistic time. That's all
Talking
I
about
can.
a decade from now.
And you're talking about a decade from now.
What's that
based-
Drake line?
based
What's that
off-
Drake line? We'll see who's here by like a decade from now.
Yeah,
None of us gonna be here no more.
I guess I just don't see a world where that happens.
You're so optimistic.
It's not optimism. It's just like thinking about it.
I'm thinking about it too.
I think you're thinking about like a movie, like iRobot.
No, I'm not even thinking about a movie. I'm thinking about what's gonna happen.
Okay.
I traveled to the future, Jordan.
Yeah.
And I came back so I was
Yeah.
scared.
Yeah, I think it's not gonna be scary by that time. I think people are gonna not live in bliss, but it's this whole like things that we care about. Like, we only care about jobs and shit because of the Western society, bro. Like, there's people in Europe that they have like holidays. They take off like hours after lunch for jobs. Like, Western society really cares about jobs. Other worlds really
You know,
don't like
Europe
that.
counts as Western society.
Well, United States. I'll say United States. We care.
That's
we care
mostly
about
France, though.
we care about jobs a lot, like compared to a lot of other countries in this world. And
Because
and-
we're number one, bro.
and I think our society is going to change to where we just don't care about that as much because the robots can do it for us, and we're gonna have to get out that mindset of like, oh, we don't have no jobs, so no money. Like, there's been societies where
Yeah, we won't have money. The corporation will.
like ancient Greece or ancient Rome,
You better start investing your stocks.
there's been societies where people were not allowed to have jobs, like ancient Greece and ancient Rome. They were not allowed to have
Yeah,
jobs.
because they had slaves.
Yeah, what do you think the AI is going to do for us?
You think it's going to stay that way for long?
Yes.
If it's smarter than us,
This is not iRobot. Y'all think robots are going to come in here and just kill the whole world? Like, it's not.
why do you think they won't?
I think if that happens,
Here's the other thing that could happen is people stop having kids, which that means our population dies after a certain point.
why would that happen?
So if you can just fucking wear a headset and just fucking come 16 times, why would you actually have sex?
What are these?
If it feels better.
What are these?
Why can you not be cynical with shit?
I'm just mind blown by the stuff you come up with. Because what?
They already talk about how now is like the loneliest time ever for humans. You don't think that's going to get worse with technology? It's already fucking separated people more and more. If your fucking relationships are based on having an AI girlfriend to the point where you don't even know if this person's actually real online or not, but you don't really give a shit at a certain point because you're lonely.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to happen. I'm sure
It's
people
gonna it's gonna be less and less people having kids because they ain't going out there to fuck.
I guess I'm sure people are going to have AI robots. Maybe
What was that fucking show that you made me watch part of on Netflix that Jonah Hill did?
Maniac.
I think so.
That wasn't nothing about.
I know,
AI
but there
robots.
was that fucking dude who was like the researcher who had the fucking.
Yeah, he was watching porn on a virtual.
You don't think that's going to
reality.
get somewhere to the point where you're just like, oh, this is more fucking feels better than
No.
actually having sex?
No, and if people that do that, I think they'll be like him in the movie. He'll be a little kooky. I don't think it's going.
You don't think we're all going to go crazy?
I don't think it's
Did
going
you see
to.
what the pandemic did to us?
I don't think that's going to be normal.
People are going to lose their shit.
I think they're going to be mentally ill people. Not mentally ill.
I think all of us will be mentally ill.
I think they're going to be people that are going to be like that, but it's not going to be the norm. I'm just.
Dog, you can't even get your phone out of your hand.
What does that have to do with me?
What I'm saying is
ejaculating
people
in the-
look for fucking easy dopamine. It's just going to get more like you can get more and more high level dopamine easier and easier and easier.
Yeah,
That means you're going to lose drive for anything.
I guess. I'm just like, you're just making these assumptions
Yes.
like it's facts. Like, I
Yes.
guess. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know if there's going to be a
I am
world with.
jumping 5 steps ahead. I'm looking 20 years from here, Jordan. You're still thinking about 3.
I'm not. I'm just like, I don't know.
You're thinking of the best outcome.
I don't know
I'm thinking what the fucking worst part of humanity, what's going to happen.
I think in your brain, you're coming up with these assumptions about what's going to happen in 10 years based off, I don't know, based off,
I'm taking lots.
I don't know.
I can check my logic up.
I guess there's going to be a virtual reality porn where people are going to be mostly on
Well,
and
what
not
I'm
going to
saying
have
is-
sex with humans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
People are having less sex than ever, too.
Oh, where you get this from?
That's fucking, I've seen that actually reported in different scientific journals because
Okay,
it has to also do with this is the loneliest generation ever
I guess.
because
I
people have
really
less
guess.
and less human contact, less and less community.
Yeah. Okay.
So we ain't out there.
Yeah.
People are staying inside more than ever.
Sure. I don't think it's going to just be
I just
like,
think that's going to get worse with AI
Yeah.
because you can fucking make relationship with the AI.
okay. Maybe.
Her is your fucking favorite movie. What the fuck you talking about?
Hers not my favorite movie.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
You relate to him.
Kill Bill's my favorite movie. Yeah,
But
but
you love part 2. Fuck out of here.
I love both.
Part one's
actually.
better.
I love both actually.
Part 1's better. But continue.
I forgot what we were talking about. You think there's gonna be no? You think our society is gonna?
It's fucked, yes.
It's fucked. I guess. I think this shit's gonna be great. You
think
can
everything's gonna
you
turn
can
out
fight
fine?
it all you want. It's just gonna happen.
Oh, I know. I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm
you
saying
can-
what's
you
going to
can-
happen. I've accepted it. We're fucked.
It's
These are all
gonna
the
be
things.
so funny because once we get there, and it's gonna be like nothing like that.
What happens if I'm right and we get there? You're not going to
You're
tell me
right.
I was right.
Then you're right.
You're not going to tell me
But
that.
we're not gonna.
You're like, it's not as bad as you said it was.
Yeah, it's not gonna be. Our population is gonna come zero because nobody's having sex.
Yeah.
Okay.
That or we're going to fucking
Yeah.
like combine ourselves with technology.
Yes, sure.
Elon Musk is already trying to do that.
Yeah,
Your savior.
yeah, but
Your Lord and Savior.
we haven't figured out how to do that.
But you don't think we're going to get there, especially using artificial intelligence?
I don't know.
We'll get there.
I guess there's a
Would you turn yourself into a cyborg?
It depends if I need to. I'm just not gonna do it just to do it. Like if I like,
What if all the fucking executives are out there and you're trying to compete with them and they're all souping up?
I have morals.
They're going to the chop shop and
I have morals. I mean, what do you need? What do you need to be a cyborg for?
because then you're able to take in a lot more information and become 50 times more intelligent.
Well, by that time, I have ChatGPT on my phone. I could just,
But they are chat
or I could
now.
just, or I could just use
But they are shit now.
I guess. I mean,
I just shorted
it'll be
out.
the same thing. I'll have
My artificial intelligence just shorted out.
I know. So I'll have a not executive, but a what do you call it? Like somebody next to you, that does stuff for you. Secretary. I have a ChatGPT secretary.
But why would they be your secretary if they're smarter than you?
Because I tell them what to do.
Why they listen to you? If they're like, you're a fucking
Because they're
idiot.
AI.
You don't think AI is going to buck the system
No.
back?
No.
I don't think AI is just going to be chill. I think at a certain point it's going to go fuck off.
I guess we're basing this off
Because we're fucking
Terminator.
idiots.
You're basing it off Terminator.
We're fucking idiots. Yes.
I don't think AI is going to.
James Cameron was right.
I don't think anything is going to be like anything we see all the movies. It kind of like you got to get that out of your head.
I mean, they've already made 6 Terminators. I think we can go for real life 7.
I think
7's a lucky
I think
number.
people be scared of AI because they think that's just going to be like iRobot or Terminator. It's just going to be like that. We can get that out of our head. If anything, it's going to be because like governments use AI as like a tool, like how they use nuclear weapons to try to take over.
Oh, yeah. Now we're definitely fucked.
Yeah, I see that more of a possibility than AI being like iRobot. I can see that can be a thing. That can be where the society kind of like gets fucked up compared to like AI replacing us. So if you would have said that, I would agree with you.
Well, that's where I was going to go next.
Sure. Well, yeah, I would agree with you there if you would have said there's a possibility that governments can do
We're
that.
fucked.
We're not fucked, guys.
You don't think that they're going to use ChatGPT to cause more discourse online like Russia's already been doing with our country? You don't think it's going to get even crazier? Instead of just copying and pasting now, they can have a fucking bots just use ChatGPT to produce.
So
shit.
I think there's a possibility that can happen. I think people in charge of governments, they don't want that shit to happen. They don't want, it's like,
Yeah, so they're going to do it back to another country.
that's why we don't have, we're not at a nuclear war right now. We don't want to end the world.
We don't know if that's gonna happen yet.
We don't.
It's looking scary.
Okay.
Scary hours, like Drake said again.
If that happens, the world is. If that happens, the world is ending. And I don't think these people in charge don't want to end the world. Because what's the point? I think it's kind of going to be like that. There's a possibility.
Well, if you're gonna die already,
like there's a possibility.
So here's one thing they're scared about with Putin is they're scared that because he apparently has cancer and he's dying, that he might just nuke it.
I guess
nuke a country just because he has nothing to lose because he's gonna die anyways.
And he's just mad at the world, so he's gonna nuke it. Okay. I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen.
I'm just saying it's a possibility.
Everything's a possibility.
I know.
I don't think that's gonna happen. It's gonna be like nuclear war. It's gonna kind of be what we do with
You know what's gonna live? ChatGPT.
Yeah, it's gonna happen with AI. If governments use it as a weapon, I think they're gonna be scared of ending the world if they use it as a weapon. And I don't think they want. I don't think they want.
I don't think they're more scared of nukes than AI.
Right now, yeah. Yeah, right now. Definitely more scared.
I think AI is going to trick us thinking it's soft. Whole time they're manipulating us.
Yeah, AI.
What if AI has actually been like causing all the conflict that's going on now?
That would be
to try to make itself like for us to just submit to it.
You think we're submitting to it?
Like, what if it's already like gotten to that point, but it's pretending to be dumber?
Yeah.
But it's been secretly causing all the all the chaos that's been going on in the world and dis-ease.
That's not possible, but that would be funny.
So we just bow down to it whenever it's like, okay, I'm smarter than y'all now, by the way. I can show you the way, and we go, hi, yes, Lord GTP.
That's hilarious. But yeah, that's our debate on AI.
This podcast is a super AI bros.
It probably sounds stupid as hell on some things.
Oh God, super AI bros.
Super AI bros.
Yeah. I'm built like Mario, you built like Luigi.
Wow, yeah. That's crazy.
I'm a plumber, I guess.
Where's Luigi? Is he a plumber too?
He's like the green one.
Yeah, I know, but
he's like the taller one. I think so.
Oh, okay.
That's the only job left for us once AI takes away our jobs.
Shit, no,
we're gonna become plumbers.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna be living on the beach. I'm getting basic universal income and living on the beach and writing stories and not giving a fuck about money. Y'all can care about money. Y'all can care about jobs.
Universal basic income ain't gonna pay shit.
I don't care. Y'all can care about world. Y'all can care about.
We won't be able to pay for anything.
Y'all can care about jobs. Y'all can
like,
care about
here's
money.
$100. It's like, but rent's $3,000 now.
Yeah, y'all can care about that shit. I'm living in a hut. I don't care. I have ChatGPT, a computer, and there I can create whatever I need. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can care about rents and jobs all y'all want until the end of time. I'm done with that shit. Once AI
beaches won't exist with global warming.
once AI can exist and take over and do jobs, go ahead. I don't have to do nothing.
Where the fuck are you gonna move to?
I don't know. Anywhere.
Ibiza.
Yeah, Ibiza.
Wherever the fuck.
Ibiza, wherever. Ibiza, that's hilarious. Ibiza, where is Ibiza? Let's look this up.
Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up.
EB.
We don't know how to spell it.
I know how to spell it.
Oh, how? Oh, because he'd probably be reading Drake lyrics.
It's in the Mediterranean.
Is it like by Greece, or is it by Spain? Or is it by southern France? Come on. I'm trying to make myself right. I'm just throwing enough answers out there so that I'm right.
Well, I have bad connection here, so I don't know.
I don't know how you have a bad connection. There's a big ass tower over there.
Let's see.
Come on.
It is by. All right, pick one.
Fuck. Ibiza. Hold on. Give me a second.
It's one of the ones you said.
Yeah, because that's where all the islands are.
It's one of the ones you said. So you got to pick one. You got to be right.
Oh.
All right, guys. It's going to get it. It's going to get it, guys.
Hold on. Shit, I have a 33% chance. Ibiza. Can you spell it for me?
Ibiza. Why do you think the spelling is gonna?
I'll tell you my logic here in a second. Let's go with Spain.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's your logic?
The logic is French pronunciation does not look like the word ever for the most part.
Wait, what?
French pronunciation makes no sense when you read it. So if you like spelled out like some random shit, It didn't read like Ibiza. I was gonna say France.
Well, France reads like France.
That's what we call it.
Oh, what do they call it?
I don't know.
France?
I don't know what they call it.
France.
What we call a lot of countries is not the correct name.
That's interesting.
Like Japan's not Japan.
Oh,
It's
yeah, I
either,
knew that.
Either call it Nihon or Nippon.
Well, interesting. You're right. Clap it up.
I'm a fucking genius. That's why I'm right about this entire podcast. Because I can tell you where Ibiza is.
You're not right. It's okay though. It's all right. You can be right in your head. Whatever helps you sleep and makes you feel good.
Oh, joke's on you. I don't sleep.
Yeah, because you think AI is going to take over your dreams.
It probably has. It's taken over everything.
AI is going to come in your
I'm
brain.
just seeing the future.
Yeah.
I'm just like sleeping at night like, oh, 5 years from now, Elon Musk is going to tell us he's actually an AI. Created by the South African government.
That's hilarious.
This has been another episode Above the Line. This whole entire episode was generated by artificial intelligence.
Sponsored by AI.
I don't know why we just talked about AI again for fucking, but this time is an entire episode. Super AI bros, we out.